Don't call the fire department.
So my poor plow truck, bought it last year. It started knocking after a couple minutes of driving. There is nothing left of this engine. It's 460,000 kilometers. In a plow truck too yet. It's done very well, but there's no point trying to rebuild it or do anything with it. I know the guy who had this truck before took really good care of it. But we're putting a Chevy 350 in it. We'll never have to pop that out again. See if we can swap this in a day with random people coming and going.
So this is what's going in there. This is an LM1, 1976 to 1979, 350 engine. Came in Z28 Camaros, Corvettes, and some pickup trucks. 4-bolt main, cast, dish pistons, low compression engine. But I've done a 601 head swap, which is a 305 Chevy HO head, 58cc combustion chamber, raised the compression ratio. That's a small valve head, but it flows really good, up to 5,500 RPM. So it's an old race car driver trick, a circle track trick, to put these heads on the old LM1 engines. Then just an Edelbrock aluminum 4-barrel, and that same thing designed for 5,500 max, and a Holley 600 vacuum secondary. So basic small block, 250 horsepower, 3 and change foot-pounds of torque. And then we're actually replacing the whole system from this old Vortec engine, the first TBI engine. We're going to put the alternator and all the brackets, serpentine, onto the front of this. And the cast manifolds and...
Fuse, is it metric? Is it standard?
This is going to be a hot rod engine and a plow truck.
This girl deserves, you make fun of me, but the floors are still in it. The interior is mint, the glass is perfect, the radio works. It needs one new back tire for some apparent reason. We'll take it down the quarter mile, see how well Rick's engine does someday when we have a thrash day.
I don't have any opinions on this.
It's worth doing.
Yeah.
The time it blows is when you've got like a foot of snow and you're stuck in
Yeah, it's when you go to plow your neighbor's driveway as a favor.
I still got some compression, huh? This is where I hit the tree chasing the skunk. Maybe that's why it wasn't running so good. Maybe there's nothing wrong with this engine, I don't know. I want to reuse these manifolds. Get this out, I think we'll even leave the exhaust in it. See if we can pull the engine pretty much right out. I don't know. I'm a diesel guy, this is my first 350.
That would be neat if we can just push the exhaust over to one side and everything. Ultra slick. I just squirt a little bit on there and it'll go under the balls. That'll give it protection. This is another race car trick. Vaseline this side of the valve covers and RTV the gaskets on the other side, and that way they slide, they move around when you're tightening them down without sticking, and when you go to take them off, they come right off.
Rick told me something about the motor to tell you, but I forget. He's like, take this off or it won't work. This side's sticking right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect, you unbolt it right there.
Oh, that's welded up for the plow. Look at that. They must have done that with the engine out. Yeah. That probably helped when I jumped the armor stone chasing the skunk. Okay, so the engine's out. We went and had lunch. Now we're all losing steam and momentum because it's Saturday. We gotta pull the exhaust manifolds off, move the front assemblies for the twin alternators, everything over, and then drop it back in again. Still got a long way to go, but probably we'll finish up on Monday.
Just making some gaskets for a water pump here. Just scraped it off with a gasket scraper and then cleaned it up nice. And then just taking some gasket paper here and put it on there and just shape it and cut out your holes and spray some gasket tack on there. Spray gasket Permatex. I like this stuff, it's sticky. Spray that on there and it helps tack on there and install it.
Oh, that's not good.
It's something I just observed, right?
Yeah,
There's no bolts on the front of this. Here there is nothing.
Right.
There's one out here, but then when I look at the back of this head, it has the same bolts as the front of that one. This has 3 bolts on the back on this side, 3 bolts on the back on this side, 3 bolts on the front.
It needs to have a bolt here. Should be no reason why you can't drill it and tap it.
Get the money
What do you guys?
So this is a brand new fuel pump.
Yes, that fuel pump is brand new.
That's oversprayed?
Yes.
Did you just overspray it now?
I did not overspray it now. That was whoever painted the engine before.
It's like someone went out and bought the chrome one too.
Somebody else thought, I don't like that high-end look. I don't want that status symbol of
Yeah.
all shiny chrome.
Well, you paid for it. I'm having technical difficulties.
The longest wires I've ever seen.
Oh, there's my skinny wrench.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the rust inside is better.
That's why I'm thinking if you heat her up.
Not even close?
Nope.
Not even a little bit?
Nothing.
This is the problem with toolboxes like this for guys like me, because you got to do this, stand on your tippy toes just to see in.
This is what I do every time Rich looks at me. I wipe my hand with a rag and look busy.
I don't think it's gonna snow tonight, is it?
Probably not.
So Monday morning, this is, I had to do a little bit of work on it last night because my wife and I couldn't be in the same room together. This thing called Gilmore Girl. The exhaust, actually, this is off the 03. I made a mistake on the 06. I cut it back right on the edge of the cat. GM really doesn't change a whole lot through the years, so I can just slide that right over and put a horseshoe clamp on it, because there's zero chance of these ever coming apart. Then the 06 actually has stainless from that connection back. The floors and everything are still in this truck. It's actually in amazing shape. Maybe eventually put it back on the road, but give that option anyway. Might as well do it right now. And I don't want to be too much of a cowboy. We could have just flung the headers upside down and pointed the exhaust out the hood, but I don't think the neighbors would appreciate that. Okay, there's always more to putting it in than a simple swap. Exhaust manifolds give me a big headache. And also ran into flywheel issues. What are you doing? This one's actually weighted though. Diesels are well weighted on the ring gear. The gas ones are weighted inside the torque converter. So we gotta drill this out. Just had to check and make sure that the torque converter actually lined up with the holes. Some of them have 6 bolts holding the torque converter on. This one only had 3, but these do actually line up. So the 6.2 flywheel fits on the 350. And other than that, we're just about ready to throw it in. Pretty well got it all wired up now. I'm gonna hot wire it in case I gotta shut it off. Oh, come on, be nice. That was something. All ready to plow snow. Where's the snow? As you can see, it's 5 degrees out in January. Run.
Really good with a hot tub in the back.
Sponsor us on Patreon for $1 a month, and Stefan and Hoogie volunteer to sit in the hot tub while I plow the driveway in -5 weather with a foot of snow. So. A heated hot tub. We'll run the exhaust or something through it. So for only $1 a month, who can turn that down for that kind of entertainment? So here's the skunk story. Every morning at like 7 o'clock, it would start on the bush there and then make its way behind the house. One of these days, I'm gonna open the door and the skunk's gonna be right there and spray me right in the face. So Saturday morning, 6:30, grab coffee, park the truck right in the driveway. I can see the skunk, there he comes, right? I'm like chasing him and you get excited. Like I'm doing like 40, 50 in my front lawn. I can't open the window because I'm gonna get sprayed, right? So I'm guessing where he is. I'm trying to run him over. I must have drove over him like 7 times. He missed the tires every single time. So I'm like, drive over him, nope, back up, nope, forward again, nope. Skunk goes running underneath the fence. That was the last I saw the skunk. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you love the channel, consider picking up a tape boss to make those projects go faster so you got more time to watch YouTube. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.